Hello, people over the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, a happy Monday to you all. A happy April 1st to you all. It is good to be back. Very good to be back indeed. I miss doing these. And what a way to come back, because today we have a band song to check out. Oh my goodness, very exciting time indeed. If you're new around here or you've never seen any of my content before, I love a K-band. I cannot state that enough. I love a K-band. So much so that there's an entire category of K-bands that we've checked out. And, well, one of my favorite K-bands to debut last year, QWER, are back with their first proper comeback following their debut with Discord last year. Yes, our favorite streamers and idol turned band members are back, and this is tremendously exciting indeed, because we're going to be doing the era justice it deserves. We're going to be checking out the title track T.B.H. now, and we're going to be checking out the rest of the album, hopefully today, barring content ID checks, because those are always out of my control, and I have no idea what to do whenever those happen, but I'm very excited to get into it. Any day where we get to check out a K-band is going to be a great day, and after the first impressions QWER left on me after Discord and Harmony of Stars, and I forgot the title of the other B-side off their debut, but it's going to be a great day. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this, so let's get into it. And where's my band? But that one. And yes, QWER made the new intro reel. Yes, indeed. I mean, with how good Discord was, I think that it was inevitable they were gonna make it on. But hopefully you don't hear that ambulance in the background. But QWER's T.B.H. One, I didn't even know they were dropping new music. Two, I don't know what this is going to sound like as well. I don't listen to spoilers. I don't watch the video MV teasers and things like that before release. I go in completely fresh. In fact, I might have gone in a little bit too fresh, because I didn't know they were dropping new music. But that's besides the point. We are going to send it one time, so let's send it one time indeed. Here we go. I probably should have brushed up on names beforehand. This is the only one I can confidently say is Shion. That's my bad. I hear that build. I love the vibes. I'm loving the beat already. We got the bright release again. I also like the printed manga/manhwa chorus drop this time around. It wasn't like an animated one. I love the intensity that this like digital part brings in. Because like throughout the verses, it feels nice and like light and bright and happy, and all of a sudden that post-chorus drop comes in. It's like boom, all the digitalness. Oh, they do It's such a cop-out way to explain it, but they do the anime sound so well. Love that the CEO got his cameo in the corner. Love that. The key change. The key change. Again, this glitchy electronic bit, but do you hear the slap bass in the background? Am I gonna need to re-render the intro again with clip from this song? Because that was... I love this group and the music they do because it tickles a spot in my brain that rarely gets looked at in the realm of K-pop. I hate describing it this way because it feels like such a cop-out answer, but the anime aesthetic they do is so good. It's so good, they do it so well, and it's so enjoyable, and so much fun, and it's so bright, and it's just... Ah! Have I made my thoughts clear on how much I like this song? Okay, let's move on. And I do want to talk about just the little elements on how this song is built up that works for me. Like, in proper detail. So, and here's to hoping the spacebar works today. Already, we can talk about that kind of electronic element of this song, right? It's not just overwhelmingly digital. You still get hints of like the proper instruments in the background. You can hear the very distinct sound of a bass slap throughout all of like the digitalness, especially the last note of every little phrase always has that distinct electric bass hit, and I think that's so nice because it keeps it from sounding like it's all digitally composed, because it has that element of the true instrument to it. Go again. Spacebar doesn't work. Great. We'll figure it out eventually. Technology, you've been doing so well for me today, but what does the shout-in remind me of? 1, 2. It's like, oh, which CSR song was it? Was it Loveticon that had the shouting intro? It wasn't Shining Bright, and it wasn't Pop Pop, so it has to be Loveticon, but it has something similar to it. It also kind of gives me slightly heavy rotation vibes. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da. If you know, you know. But I love the shouting because it already gets you amped up for it, right? And then, why are you doing this to me? We'll skip ahead. Just get over that hurdle. And then all of a sudden, you get the nice keys. The constant drum beat, build the beat. Like, at this point now, it just feels like it's got that hopeful high school coming of age comedy show type vibe. You know, it's happy, there's a little bit of quirkiness to it, but overall, it's not an extremely, like, intrusive song where it's like, oh, the instrumentals are gonna take over your brain. No, no, it's very simple, it's very controlled, and it's very nice to listen to. You do have that running bass in the background, which adds a very nice power to it. All the release, QWER know how to do, like, just based off of title tracks alone, they are 2 for 2 when it comes to a really good release. They just know how to make the chorus just twinkle a little bit differently. Just a different gravy, if you will. And I like that the keys play a pretty prominent part in the song too, because I think the keys add an extra texture of lightness to it. And then bring back the digital element. And then kind of stalling it out right at the very end, kind of elongated just an extra little bit, make you think, oh, we're still not there yet. We're gonna tease in the second verse a little bit. And again, it's a pretty high-paced song, but it slows down just enough to get the point across that, you know, we're switching song phases. This bridge, there's something different about this bridge that works for me. It's the vocal texture is different. I don't actually know if it's a different person singing it or not, because I don't know the voices, the singing voices of the others apart from Shion, which is, again, slightly embarrassing on my part. But there is something a little bit different about this bridge that works for me. It's like the priorities in the instrumental part change. I think the vocals mix a little bit more forward. You can hear the texture in the vocals a little bit more prominently. Again, this is slightly embarrassing to admit, but I don't know if, like, the singing part has officially changed, because if that's the case, her voice is spectacular. There's a different, it's like a different type of richness to it that really works for when the instrumental part just kind of takes a step back, because you feel and you hear the textural part, and it livens it up, it freshens it up, and it's so nicely executed. We'll skip the break here in a second, because the key change, I love a key change. I don't know if calling it a J-pop inspired key change is fair or not. It's not like J-pop invented the key change, but that key change just reminds me so much of the type of key changes you'd see the 48 groups do, or like the 46 groups do. I don't know if that's appropriate to say, if that's doing it any justice or injustice, but the key change is so smooth and it's so quick. But it's a key change, and I do love my key changes. And the thing is, like, even with the key change, the vocals don't sound uncomfortable. Sometimes the key change, it takes it too far, and you can feel the vocal kind of like straining to reach it. Don't get that at all. Ah yes, that was very nice indeed. They are so much fun, and I really need to learn who the bloomin' heck the members are properly. Just like sit down, take in as much QWER content as possible, and just learn them. Because they have dropped 2 eras worth of bangers already, and I can't continue being I don't even know where I was going with that. I need to be a proper fan of them because T.B.H was brilliant, and if this is the level of the title track, knowing what they're capable of on the B-sides, this album could be spectacular, which I'm going to be checking out after I eat because it's 7:30 and I'm very hungry. But that is it for me today with QWER's T.B.H. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day-to-day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.